Hey, Shalom, Michelle, when the son of Souls, but giving no praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kakwadash, to belong to the apostles of GMS and honest you brothers doing the work in truth and sincerity. This one, once again, quick one, says NBA players could wear smart ring to track COVID-19 symptoms as season resumes, right? And this is, I find this one particularly interesting because COVID-19 symptoms are effectively flu symptoms, right? So basically this ring has zero purpose whatsoever. Basically having a thermometer on it all the time. So this is showing you the direction that we're heading in more than anything else. Because once again, looking at it from a critical point of view. It's like, well, what benefit does this have? You scroll down and it says, where is it? Where is it? Let's see what it measures. Right, it says the Aura Smart Ring, right, keeps track of temperature, heart rate, sleeping patterns, and respiratory rate. But this is a sports person who runs a lot, who will get hot running and training, right, whose heart rate will go up and down as they're playing the game, right? Once again, like I said, it just shows you the direction of the world that we're going in. Because what benefit is this, like, for real? How is this different from doing a test every now and then? Like, literally. I mean, we've got smartwatches that can do the same thing. So once again, it's dumb, but we know. But we in the know, we know why, right? In fact, let me grab that first, right? It says 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we know what you're doing, so we know your plan, we know where you're headed, all right? And you ain't gonna fool the elect, man. Because we this is the difference between, because this is a Game of Thrones, man. This is a Game of Thrones, right? And in Game of Thrones, you didn't get shown people in King's Landing like that, man. Right? Unless it was a character that somehow interplayed with one of the main characters. Why? Because the people in King's Landing, they were just they were just the extras, man. But what was Game of Thrones all about, man? It was all about the heads of the houses, man, right? The House of Lannister, right? The House of Baratheon, right? The House of what do you call it? I forgot the ones in the north, right? To the elites, we know where you're heading to, man, right? So I'll read that again. So let Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we know what the plan is, man, right? So to read this, Revelation 13:16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor. Right, so he calls it all. So this scripture, Mark of the Beast scripture, right? It's basically saying he's going to cause all to every person, right? Or whether it's a regular Joe or great. So like it says they're both small and great. So what do you have in the NBA? You have greats, right? You got your superstar celebrities, man, right? You're rich and you're poor, right? You're free and you're bond. So those of us able to walk around, and those that are bound in the prison houses, right? It says to receive a mark, right? The word for mark that's kragma in the Greek, which means incision, right? So to receive an incision in their right hand or in their foreheads, right? It says and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, the name of the beast, or the number of his name, right? Because you go and basically get to a point where it's like, oh well, you've got all of this wearable tech. Why not just consolidate it into one, right? Just like how now you've got in England, I don't know if it's in America, but you've got this open bank initiative, right? Where basically if you've got different accounts with like Lloyd's or Barclays, and NatWest, right? You can now view all of them in one place, in one app or whatever, what have you. You can connect them all up so you can view all of your information in one place, right? Why? Because they said, look, man, it's not easy for you to have all of these different bank accounts. Why not just centralize it, right? So now you got all of these different wearable techs that you got the Apple Watch, so you can check your messages and pay if you've got it set up. You got your phone which you can use to pay, right? And your Apple Watch can also measure your vitals and this, that, and the other, right? And then now you got this ring that's also measuring your vitals. So at some point, Esau, what's Esau gonna do? He's gonna say, hey, why have all of these different bits? Why not just have one, right? Which is gonna be this chip, man, right? And without this chip, you ain't gonna be able to buy, you ain't gonna be able to sell, you ain't gonna be able to do anything, man, right? Let me grab this real quick and we just gotta close it up. This is Daniel 8:25, and through his policy, right? So this is the legislation, the things that he puts out, right? Says, I also shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, right? So to be pushing this ring, right, for COVID and all of that bullshit, right? That's that craft with which the end goal is that RFID microchip, man, right? Because really, when you really stop and you do the deep digging about this COVID, man, it's no biggie. It's no biggie whatsoever, right? But what's the thing? This man's got a plan that he's trying to fulfill, right? Which he'll get close, but scripture says when he's about to fill his belly, right? So he's gonna get to that, get close, but he ain't going to get his new world order, man. What he's going to end up in is a new world order, and that's the Israelite world order, right? It says, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, right? That's that pride, man. It says, and by peace shall destroy, man. Yeah, he's coming peaceably to these guys, man. Where if he came with his a military and just said, right now, boom, all right, cool, I'm chipping you all, right? You have people like, no, why are you gonna do that for? Right, but what's he doing? He's coming peaceably. He's like, look, man, you can wear this ring and it's gonna measure you, man. It's gonna keep you safe. Right? It's gonna keep you safe. Right? But ultimately what's it gonna be? It's gonna be like, I see, the ring, it wasn't that good actually. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in you instead. Right? And it's gonna be optional. You can either have the ring or you can have this. Right? And it says, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up as the great prince of princes. He shall be broken without hand. Right. So, like I said, just a quick one. Just to reiterate the headline. It says NBA players could wear smart ring to track COVID-19 system as season resumes. Right. So it's the most pointless bit of tech that I've ever seen in my life. So just once again, it's just proving to you that this man has an agenda. So till next time, I'll say shalom.